This is the BMW iX3.
And this is the Audi Q6 e-tron.
Do you know what, James Batchelor, also known as Batch?
What's that, Nicola Hume, aka Nicola Hume?
I know in the past we have kind of gone against each other when we do twin tests and like butted into each other's videos and stuff. But I think we should just be really professional and really friendly and just get along really well during this video.
Okay.
And just be nice and polite.
What, actually, like, as if we like each other and agree with each other, and I think that's quite a nice idea.
I think so.
So we just agree with each other, present the cars normally, have a nice chat, go home.
Lovely.
Super. Subscribe and all that jazz.
So the previous BMW iX3 basically was a petrol or diesel version that was then turned electric. However, this one, this is spanking new and built as electric from the ground up.
Yes.
Which I think you'll find is called Neue Klasse.
Klasse.
Klasse, thank you so much.
Don't worry, we can edit that out. You were doing such a great job.
Thank you.
Neue Klasse.
Thank you for correcting me. I appreciate it and I respect it.
Thank you for that. Well, this Audi, it may look very conventional, what you'd expect from an Audi, but it's pretty clever underneath. It's got a brand new platform. Well, it was 18 months ago.
Yeah.
It's called PPE,
Fantastic.
co-developed with Porsche.
Yeah.
And it is pretty clever, 800-volt charging architecture.
Absolutely brilliant. That is fantastic journalism there, Batch. This also has 800-volt architecture.
Yes.
Which is just absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
What's the speed that yours charges at?
270 kilowatts, Nicola.
Great numbers, really great numbers. This charges at 400 kilowatts.
Oh, really?
So.
I've always thought you were a great presenter. Do you know that?
Thank you, and
Yeah.
you're a presenter. Now, where this car is better, I think,
Yes.
is this has better range. And I
yes.
also really quite like the styling of this car.
So do I.
Fantastic.
Yes.
So I think previously with the old grille and stuff, I think it was a bit too toothy for me.
Yes.
However, now it's looking a lot more stylish.
It's got the right amount of tooth at the front.
the
don't you think
right
so?
amount of toothage,
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, and I cannot disagree with you on anything there, Nicola.
fantastic.
Should we talk about the Audi?
Please.
Because we're both going to agree,
Yeah.
aren't we? I think it's a bit boring.
I agree with you. Absolutely agree with you.
Interesting.
I would also like to bring up the body-coloured grille.
Yeah.
To me, I think looks a tad on the cheap side, and I'm not particularly a fan of that.
You see, I really like that, but I'm going to agree with you on this occasion. I think it looks a bit cheap.
Thank you for agreeing. This is
This is going so well,
really
this video,
well.
isn't it?
God, so proud of us.
So the new iX3 uses BMW's latest battery tech with a 108.7 kilowatt-hour usable battery pack and new cylindrical cells. Now what this means is that they hold 20% more energy and charge 30% faster. So as for range, the iX3 delivers a WLTP range of up to 500 miles, making it one of the longest range electric cars on sale in the UK right now. Even in real-world winter testing, the Electrifying team has averaged 3.4 miles per kilowatt-hour, giving it a range of around 360 miles. That's not bad. And thanks to the 800-volt system, the iX3 can charge at up to 400 kilowatts, which is faster than many current EV rivals. From a suitable charger, that means 200 miles of range in 10 minutes. It's lovely. There is also plug and charge, which means that the car starts charging as soon as you plug it in. And the charging flap automatically opens when you park up at the charging station too, which is something very clever. It basically learns through AI, and then it will close again when you unplug. Now with stats like this, I'm not actually sure why you've even bothered turning up today, Batch.
Thank you, Nicola. Well, it certainly wasn't for your sparkling wit. Yes, I know the Q6 does look outclassed in the presence of the BMW, but you shouldn't dismiss it. The vital facts are two battery sizes, 76 kilowatt hours usable and 95 kilowatt hours usable. The larger battery comes with a WLTP range of up to 392 miles, while the smaller, more affordable pack delivers up to 326. That's still alright on paper, but in our testing of the bigger battery car, we found 3 miles per kilowatt hour to be more likely, which equates to around 275 to 290 miles. Oh dear. Like we've already said, the Q6 is slower to charge too, but Audi still claims a 10 to 80% charge can be completed in just 21 minutes, which is okay, isn't it? And Audi has thought about the charging flaps too. On the curb side there's a CCS port, and on the driver's side there's a Type 2. Both flaps open electrically and both take their time. And I'm left wondering if this is completely over-engineered. Let me know what you think in the comments box.
Right, this is obviously a brand spanking new car, so you now have a brand spanking new BMW interior. So that iDrive click wheel that used to be down here is now gone. It's now very minimalist. You don't really have any buttons anymore. Everything is now within this kind of funky looking shaped screen, which actually I quite like. I quite like the design of it, and I like the design of this new steering wheel. It's very nice on the thumbs, which I'll tell you a little bit about while I'm driving it later. Now this screen here actually works really, really well, and I thought it was going to annoy me having everything in a screen, but it doesn't. I think because it's quite close to the steering wheel, you're not having to reach too far to tap and press things. But you've got this screen here, but then you also have another screen up here. Now stay with me, because as it stands, I've got this set on silent mode just so I can do the big reveal. So shall we? I'm going to put it into personal mode so you see what I mean. Personal mode. And then keep an eye on this. Yes! So you've now got 6 widgets along here, and you can basically have all of your gubbins. You can chop and change whatever you want to be up there to what suits your life. So up here I've got, you know, the time, the temperature, the maps, the music I'm listening to, all up on this screen here. Now at first, I will be honest with you, I sat in this car and I went, I hate it. I hated it at first. And then I took it for a drive and I went, no, actually that's brilliant, isn't it? It's like having a really smart head-up display. I know it's giving old school Prius, but it's much smarter and much more stylish than that. In my head, I was like, this doesn't look right from my angle because I feel like I'm sat above the bonnet. It's like it's taken away from the windscreen. But actually, the more you drive it, the more you get used to it, and the more you like it. And it's all customizable, which is fantastic. So within this screen, you've got loads going on, so you can customize everything. So all in the personal mode that I've got in here, you can configure exactly what you want, and you can chop and change images and change the lighting. You can change the driving experience of how you want the car to be. But in here, there is no lag. It's one of the best I think I've ever used. And I've always said that about BMWs anyway, that their infotainment systems work really well. And I know that now that this is all within a touchscreen, it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. And let's be honest, how often do you actually change the temperature within a screen? I mean, it's just literally a tap there. That's nice and easy, that's done. You can do your heated steering and your heated seats. This also has optional massaging seats. If you want to treat yourself, you just press a little button on there and it turns on your massage and stuff. So that's all nice. Nothing here really. That's your gear selector, just this little bit here. And when you want to put it in park, you press that. And that's pretty much it. Little scroll wheel for your volume. And then you've got charging here, bit of charging there. There's your USB-Cs, couple of cup holders. It's very simple, but very nice. And also I want to point out, when you're sat in the passenger seat, apparently bits along here light up, but from the driver's perspective, you can't see it. I don't know why, but it does. But the materials in here are also really nice. I do like it. Oh! 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 There's BMW suites. Did we know this? Did we know? The BMW Heart of Joy. Little love hearts. I'm going to have one of them. That's really nice of them. All right, I'm going to jump in the rear seats and tell you what it's like in the back, but let me have a couple of these first. Be kind. Yeah, back. Be kind. Nom, 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 nom. This rear space is a very nice place to be. It feels very spacious. So that is set up for my driving position. I am 5'6.5", 169 centimetres, and would you look at the space I've got back here? Nice flat floor. We love it. We've also got a little screen here for your climate controls and a couple of USB-Cs down there as well. I want to point out, right, the headrests, they kind of remind me of what goes on in the back of a Kia Sportage. But stay with me. It's giving Boba Fett helmet, Stormtrooper, like a Disney guard. Do you know what I mean? I feel like the kids would like it back here, purely for that reason. You could put some googly eyes on it maybe. That would work really well. And then if you open that, boop, you can buy like little attachments where you can, you know, have a phone holder and all that kind of thing. But that's all very nice. The materials back here, again, very nice. And then these fold down 40, 20, 40, but you've got cup holders placed in there. In the boot itself, it's huge, 520 litres of space. And then if you fold down the seats, 1,570 litres. And then added bonus of a 58 litre frunk. It's nice, I like it. Panny roof, that's great. It's nice.
Oh, and in case you're into towing stuff, the iX3 can pull up to 2,000 kilograms. So there we go.
The interior of the Q6 couldn't be any more different from the iX3s, could it? It feels like I've stepped back 10 years. Not that there's anything wrong with the interior here, it just has a very different vibe. It is typically Audi in here. So the curved screen I really like. The clarity is great. I love the design. The menus work perfectly. It's all very logical, very cleverly, kind of simply laid out, I suppose you could say. And get this, I love the clicky noises. It's such a simple little thing, but it just brings me great joy. What doesn't bring me great joy is the sense of quality in here. Now, I don't know if you agree with me. If you've been in a recent Audi, you just get this sense that the quality isn't quite as good as it used to be. Audi interiors of old had like a granite-like sense of solidity. Everything you touched felt beautifully put together. In recent years, I just feel as though Audi has brought the quality levels down. Another thing that surprises me about this interior is it feels very old-fashioned. Now, in the iX3 and in the new Volvo EX60 for that matter, it feels very open. You know, huge amount of open space down here. In the Q6, we've got a huge centre console. It's almost like it's disguising a prop shaft or a gearbox in a petrol car. There's no clever storage here, no kind of, you can't stick your hand through. Why haven't we got any space? It just seems a little bit odd, and of course, it's covered in this horrible, shiny black plastic, which, as we know, is a magnet for fingerprints, dust, biscuit crumbs, and scratches. The other thing I just want to talk to you about is the third screen over there. Now, it comes as standard on the Vorsprung models. I don't know about you, but I think it's totally pointless that. Audi say it allows the passenger to watch their own movies, do their own kind of thing. But I think this is very depressing, that we've got to this stage in life where the passenger just sits there, plugged into their own screen and doesn't interact with the driver. I just think that's a little bit sad. What do you think? That feeling of a lack of space sort of carries over to the back seats. Again, there's nothing particularly wrong with the Q6. You just get the sense the iX3 does things a little bit better. Now, that seat is in my driving position. I'm just over 5'10" and a half, 5'11" on a confident day, and you wouldn't say I've got a huge amount of space back here, would you? Knee room is okay, but it's just okay. Headroom is all right. Again, you could fit 3 people at a push back here, but they would be a little bit snug. One thing that is pretty good though is boot space. It ranges from 526 litres to 1,529 litres. Not too bad. 40-20-40 split folding rear seats as well. And if you're a bit of a tower, you're going to like the Q6 because certain versions can tow up to 2,400 kilograms.
So you might not be in the market right now for a brand new electric SUV like the iX3 or the Q6 e-tron, but don't worry, because Electrifying can help. So our used car listings page on electrifying.com has loads of different models, with each listing coming in handy with information like battery health checks, etc. So you can check out the listings by scanning the QR code on the screen right now. Shall we carry on? Come on then. For the time being, you only get the choice of the 50X drive, so that's twin electric motors giving four-wheel drive and 469 horsepower. There will be other versions coming soon, including a cheaper single-motor variant, but for now, this is your lot. The iX3 also gets a single controller for all dynamic functions, including the motors, torque distribution, traction control, etc, etc. Now, BMW calls it the heart of joy. Yeah. That's really what they call it. But what you need to know is that because it's one controller, all of those systems work together, which improves the drive.
Now,
Well, this is nice, isn't it?
isn't it just? Isn't it just? For me, this drives beautifully. I mean, I know sometimes you, like when you hit potholes and things, you can hear it rumble through the cabin. But I think the suspension on this is actually quite lovely.
You don't feel. You hear the bumps as opposed to feeling them, don't you?
Yes, yes. And it feels like, I really love the ride height. I feel like I'm sitting higher up than I would in the Audi. It's literally nowhere near that car. Don't annoy me.
This is why I don't.
Let's go through the modes. I'm going to put it in sport mode.
Don't put it in sport mode. I've just eaten it.
Yeah, but it's good to kind of just test it every now and again. You nearly swear. Did you nearly swear?
Yes. Oh!
60.
You know how when your stomach goes,
Yeah.
right? I just had that then, okay?
There's a lot of power in this car and I like it very much. And it sounds fantastic. And I really, really love the noise to it. And I have to say,
Yeah.
the kind of head-up display situation that we have on that panel across in front of us looks so good while you're driving.
So earlier, before we began filming, everyone, Victoria Parrott gave us a little walk around this car, and you and I were sitting in the back, weren't we? And from the back, because you sit up very high in the back, don't you? We thought that was dreadful.
Yeah, we did.
It looks like half the windscreen has been cut out.
Yeah.
There's some duct tape along the bottom of the windscreen.
Yes.
But when you're up front, it really works, doesn't it?
It really works. It looks absolute.
I don't like the steering wheel though.
This steering wheel to hold is simply lovely. It holds the thumb action you've got going on here. It's nice and chunky and it's so comfortable to hold. And I really love the design of it. So you're wrong on that, I'm afraid.
It looks atrocious, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't. It looks
absolute
amazing.
dog's dinner, doesn't it?
It looks really good.
Although
Don't touch it.
the thumb grips are nice, I admit.
Yes, it's a really lovely, like, I'm holding a steering wheel. You know, it drives really, really well, and the regen braking. Now,
Yes.
you can't turn it off. There is no option to have it off. So you have like low, normal, and high, and then you have adaptive. So I've got it set on adaptive because that's how I like it. Or high, I quite like a bit of forcefulness. But the adaptive works so well. It's like you're approaching a roundabout and it just starts braking for you, but it's not too much. It's not too much in your face. And it's just really smart. It's really clever how they've done it. And the braking just works so well, just zero effort.
So it drives quite sportily.
Yes.
But at the same time, the ride comfort's nice. It feels like you're kind of floating along.
Yes.
It feels like, and this is the cliche to say it, but to me it feels like the next gen of electric cars. Will you please stop doing that? I was giving some proper journalistic reportage there, reportage.
The old
and you've
Kia
got to ruin it,
reportage.
haven't you? I don't know why I bother. I should do a video with an adult. Bring back Ginny.
She's busy.
There's a bit more choice when it comes to the Q6, single motor rear wheel drive with 302 horsepower, the 322 horsepower single motor sport performance, or the dual motor quattro four wheel drive with 383 horsepower. Even the single motor is no slouch, getting to 62 miles an hour in 7 seconds. Of course, this quattro model cuts this to 5.9 seconds, while the sport performance takes 6.6.
Tell me about regen braking, because the regen braking in the BMW is very clever.
Yeah, so I mean, you've got sort of conventional paddles here.
That's
there's a
good.
B mode,
Oh,
which is quite strong, isn't
quite
it?
nice. I like a bit of forcefulness. I love it when it's forceful.
Oh, it completely brings it to a halt. That's good, isn't it?
Free facelift. Why me?
Yeah. So, right, okay. So you to drive this car, you would not think it shares its same kind of underpinnings as the Porsche Macan, because
No, the Porsche Macan is fantastic.
It does. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the way this car drives. It's not particularly engaging, and at the same time, my goodness me, is the ride firm and fidgety in this.
It is fidgety. I can feel it fidgety under my bum.
And yet,
And
the why did you have to add the words "under my bum" for? But
where else would I feel it?
under your feet. I don't. It just the BMW weirdly feels more engaging to drive. It's smoother and it's more comfortable. The Audi just feels not that engaging to drive, and yet it's got a bone-shaking ride.
It feels scatty.
It feels like it's constantly moving around, and the body's kind of bouncing as well, and the wheels are thumping into potholes.
Yes.
And this lane keep assist is driving me absolutely bonkers. I need to turn it off.
It feels a
There we
bit
are.
like how my brain is sometimes after a couple of coffees, when it's just a bit wired and a bit
forgetful?
scatty and a bit all over the place.
Right. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. It doesn't feel as grounded and as smooth and
No.
well-rounded as the BMW.
I wrote that in the script. You remember?
You did write that in the script. Thank you for writing.
Overall then, the Audi is a very likeable car. It's very conventional and easy to get on with. But the BMW just feels a better car to drive and more special to be in.
We started this video really positive, okay? And we were doing really well. But you've annoyed me a bit today. I'm going to throw that out there.
How have I annoyed you? I haven't done
think you did
anything.
just
I've
from-
just been me.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, let's talk about pricing. So the official price of this version that we have here of the BMW iX3 xDrive M Sport 50.
Got there
that i-
eventually.
the exact spec of that is just a smidge over £60,000.
That Q6 comes in at £84,000. Now, listen,
So
it's
you
the
bought
car
the wrong
Audi
car.
sent to us, all right?
Who booked it? Who booked the car? You booked the car.
Don't do this now. Can you do it later? We wouldn't recommend the Edition one. I mean, you can't even get it anymore. So we'd go for the S-Line Performance, which comes in at £68,000. Both cost around £900 a month at the moment. We expect that car to get cheaper as time goes on. But there is a big elephant in the room here, isn't there?
Right, 18 months ago, this was a fantastic car. And everyone went, wow, look at this, isn't that great? And then BMW come along and went, have some of that. So basically, according to us, Electrifying.com, we genuinely think that the best spec of the Audi Q6 e-tron that you can get is a BMW iX3. So,
Unbelievable, isn't it?
yeah, it's really good.
This is the winner.
Yeah, it's a very, very good car.
Yeah.
All right, we can agree on that.
We can
So
agree on that. Can we, are we done then?
I hope we are.
Thank you very
Oh,
much.
you take.
Absolute pleasure working with you. Never want to do it again. Thank you.
Actually kind of hurt.